Hi, and welcome back. We are here with Celeste or Celly from Celly's Sweets, either one. And we are here to see more some gourmet cupcakes and cakes and amazing things. We've heard such amazing things about her. We're excited to try all of this stuff. She's been featured on Channel 3. We've been so excited to finally to get this. What I had read is that you worked a lot with your grandmother, and that was kind of her inspiration. And so I was wondering, how that got started.
Yeah, so that was really fun growing up. I was probably about 12 years old when she started having me help her bake for Christmas, Thanksgiving. So we started with cookies. Even though she tells everybody I would just watch TV while she baked. She's like, you mostly ate, but gradually I started to help more. So that was really fun. We started with cookies, and then we started doing some cakes. Her favorite is a devil's food cake with banana pudding.
But that sounds really good.
Yeah, I have to make that for her birthday every year. Yeah. So that was really fun, and it just kind of grew from there.
Awesome.
Well, and then, so when did you officially open your business?
I officially, legally opened my business.
Well, there's the baking out of the house.
There was the hobby, the side hustle.
And then there's like the
name
I'm
change.
really doing it now.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Exactly. Because I was working for a grocery store for 8 years, and then I decided to go part-time, and then that's when I officially started my business, and that was just about 2 years ago.
Okay.
So,
and that's a really big leap. I mean, it's really hard to say, I'm officially doing this, and I'm gonna have to figure this out and how to make a paycheck every week. And that's a really big jump. So congratulations.
Yes, thank you. I had to let go of that stress of I don't know if I can pay my bills, but you kind of just have to go with it.
Gonna make it work.
Like I'm busy enough, and I think I can make it work, and you just figure it out. You
Absolutely.
know? So that was really cool. I started off doing this part-time in the beginning, but once I kind of officially, it was both part-time. So I was doing the grocery part-time, then I was doing this part-time, and I was just in a frustrated state. And
There's
I
no
was
sleep. You stop sleeping because you're just working all the time.
Yes, my breaks at work were here emailing. So I was never on a break there or on a break here. So we just had to go full force in one, and now I actually have some free time.
Yes, that's awesome.
Well, and highly recommended by other people in the industry. So take the compliment. Very excited.
I know. So Bada Bling, who we met with recently, was the one who said you have to meet with her.
Yes, she's awesome.
Yeah.
I really think it's important to connect with the baking community. I've just heard such horror stories. And even working in the restaurant industry before, just the rivals, the rivalries are just a little insane.
We got some stories. I'll tell you off camera.
Okay, good. I like some.
Right?
But we do like when we see the local businesses work together. Or I can't take this order. Can you take this order?
Right.
Or,
exactly. Because there is room for everybody.
Yeah.
And really.
We're even using things from the other way. We talked to Zach's, and they like to use a lot of local things in their stuff that they do. So that's really
awesome. I like to try to do that too. I made macarons for Easter, and I made sure to go out and get toasted mallows to use for the inside. So there's certain things that you kind of want to strive local.
Absolutely.
My best friend, I don't know if you know Katie Cakes, her name's Christina. So we do a lot of stuff together. We teach classes. We teach classes together. We do group classes. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun, and we refer a lot of people to each other, and just so many other bakers that I never even met in person.
But
we socialized enough online to kind of build a connection. So
that's awesome.
And now we finally had a little bakers meetup. So a couple weeks ago or a month ago.
Love it.
So that was really fun to meet these people face to face.
Yes.
Right, and then actually keep that connection. But the cake classes and stuff like that, how does that work, or what's involved?
So I do private classes here in my studio, so I'll do a one-on-one. I've tried 2, so that is probably the max I can fit in here just because of how small it is. So it's really fun. They learn how to make buttercream from scratch. I make the cake for them just so it's chilled and ready, and then we decorate however they really want to, as long as it's an all buttercream design with a drip or colors, whatever they want. They can use anything in here. They can add Oreos, so it's really fun. And then we do the group classes usually for an event. So we did a Valentine's Day couple one, we did a Mother's Day one, a mother-daughter. That was really fun. So now we're planning our next one, which is most likely going to be Halloween.
Awesome.
Or fall. I don't know. I gotta look at the polls.
Okay,
where did you do the group
pay
classes?
attention and get ready for those.
Just hinting.
pumpkin. Yeah. Like pumpkin cake. So that would be fun. We do them at the Sugar Bar in Chandler. So another local business.
I love Sugar Bar. Sugar Bar,
Okay,
they do
that's
a lot of really fun events too. They've got a lot of stuff going on
always have
every
stuff.
day.
Yeah. So it's really awesome to keep bringing people in. They have food trucks. So we love to do that on like Sundays because it's kind of a nice slow day for them, and we take over like half of the shop.
Oh, that's awesome!
All right, Halloween Sugar Bar. Just keep it in mind.
Be ready. We will give you information when we get it.
So I have to ask, what's your favorite like cake or cupcake flavor or something that you've come up with or that you get to do? Like, what's your favorite?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm biased, but strawberry shortcake is just the best one.
I mean, like for it, so
that's like such a childhood favorite flavor too. Because I see like the crumb, like the coating on there. I mean, that's everybody knows that crumble from. Everybody's had that ice cream bar.
Exactly.
I was just thinking the other day how I haven't seen an ice cream truck in like I don't even know how long, and I was like, why don't we do that anymore?
It's like
I think I saw one like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm sad about it because I would still be out the door buying ice cream.
Discontinuing the Choco Taco too?
I did, and I looked and I can't find any anywhere, and I'm so sad. So if anybody's seen a Choco Taco, let me know.
Yeah, like, hold on to that.
Because I need one. No, I know.
Case for us, please.
We've had like me and actually a mutual friend, Brad.
Yeah.
We've had like many discussions about how the Choco Taco is gone and we can't find them anywhere.
I think that was amazing.
No, that was.
And it was like the perfect little dessert.
Well, and I grew up going to the beach with we lived in Florida for like 2 years, and we would go to the beach every weekend, and there was always somebody with a cart selling like hot dogs, and then somebody else selling ice cream, and every weekend I had a Choco Taco, and I'm like, I haven't had one in years, and now they're gone.
And now that they're gone, you're really
never gonna have another one.
I can do homemade ones now. I mean,
but you know, there's something special about like the chemically laden childhood treats.
Would it be bad if I did a Choco Taco cupcake?
No, you totally should.
I can try, but
you totally should.
That needs to
I can try.
Yes, in honor of the Chocolate Tacos. I think we'll have to talk about that.
Right.
That's awesome. I like to do nostalgic flavors, so that's kind of like my favorite thing to do. So I love making oatmeal cream pies, cosmic brownies. Yes. Cosmic brownie.
Have you tried
cupcakes.
Have you tried any of the ice creams, the Little Debbie ice creams that are like they have the oatmeal cream pie, they have the cosmic brownie.
No.
But now like Bluebell's like coming for them because they just released an oatmeal cream pie. So I mean maybe you need to like try all of them.
And I picture like a fudgesicle.
Just record myself doing a little rating.
Yes, you should.
And I love doing that.
I tried the oatmeal cream pie. I have the Star Crunch in my freezer and also the Star Crunch.
I make a good copycat.
Ooh, yes.
I feel like you have a whole flavor release now coming
out
of like nostalgic
you should like the
nostalgic flavors.
Yes, I think it should
awesome. And turning them into cupcakes.
Yes.
Is the best thing.
How fun. That would be awesome.
And then from cake design, like how did you learn how to do all these amazing designs?
So I am technically self-taught.
Okay.
So I watched YouTube growing up. I watched Cake Boss, Cupcake Wars, Cake Wars. I was like binging that constantly. And then everything I really learned was just from practicing.
Yeah.
I did work at a grocery store though, and I did start there.
Right.
So they did train me how to do like whipped cream cakes, drip cakes. So really simple.
And you
really
get fast.
Easy. Yes.
You get really
I
fast.
got really fast.
Because it is not the same as working in a regular bakery where you've got more time. It's like, okay, you need to decorate 70 of these because they're going out the door.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. If I didn't have a full rack like this of cakes at least in half my day, then you failed. So you really have to pump them out.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that definitely helped my speed and just cleanliness. And then I was able to kind of just roll it over into my own style.
Yeah.
Because I feel like once you shift ingredients, things are different. Like their buttercream is stiffer, or the whipped cream. Like I don't work with whipped cream here. Scratch cakes are just so much heavier because there's so much more ingredients in it. I mean, the cakes at the grocery store are super light. They're pumped out in factories, really easy. So, like, my vanilla cake has sour cream, and it has the milk and then butter. So, all of that stuff weighs down. So, if I were to stack that with whipped cream, it would be a bulge by the time you got home. So, that's why I mostly stick to buttercream.
Yeah. And that's something I feel like people don't understand about the difference between, like from scratch cake and then grocery store cake. They're like, why? But they're like, I want it to, they want it to be light and fluffy, but they want it to be homemade, and they want all these, and it's like, okay, those things don't always go together.
Exactly.
It's like, it's a lot more work to do that in a from scratch cake. They're a lot more finicky, it's a lot harder to get
expensive.
that perfect. Yes, that too.
Yeah, right now we have butter is gold and eggs are silver.
God,
so
especially inflation right now.
Yeah.
From a design perspective, what is the most fun design you've gotten to do?
I've done a few really awesome ones lately.
Yeah.
I would have to say I did a minion cake that I was really proud of. I just thought it was super clean. It was because I've made a couple minion cakes in the past, so it was really cool just to see the progress of where I kind of like how I started, how it was going, and like now how it's ended. I did a Baby Yoda cake, which was that was scary.
Everyone loves that right now. Everybody's all over the Baby Yoda.
That was really scary. And then I just did a Super Mario cake. This huge.
I think I saw that one on your Instagram. Yeah.
Yes, stressful.
Yes.
Probably the most stressful because it's the middle of summer right now. So delivering that was. I got a couple gray hairs, but I do on most deliveries. And then probably my teddy bear cake. Those are like my top 4, I think, right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that one I did a teddy bear holding another cake on top of a cake.
I love it.
Wow. So that was really cool.
Yes.
Luckily, the top 2 tiers were fake though.
Right.
Because that was gonna make me even more nervous.
Like gratifying. You're like, oh god, I can do this. It's fine.
I had help on that delivery, so my best friend came with me just for moral support.
Right. Yeah. Can you just sit in the back and just make sure it doesn't
just watch me, be my spotter.
Yeah.
Well, and then you're also known for your like ginormous cookies too.
Oh yes.
So
my the chocolate double stuffed Oreo chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good. I feel like there's just certain things that if my cake recipes I have worked on for so many years to perfect. You would think the simplest one would be vanilla, but that was actually the hardest one to master because you really want to get that vanilla taste and you want to add enough of good quality vanilla. Right. You want to have those extra ingredients like butter, maybe some oil to keep it moist because butter doesn't always, it's more for flavor sometimes.
Right.
So just a lot of perfecting those recipes, and then I kind of started to move on to other ones, so I started to perfect my cookie. So I think I did that like a dozen times just to try to get, because you can add a 1/4 cup more flour and it'll completely change your cookie in the whole recipe. So I definitely worked hard on that one.
Absolutely. So double stuffed Oreo, right?
Yeah, double stuffed Oreo.
Brad would also be jealous.
Yes.
I feel like we need to send him a
He's gonna be sad.
So we're gonna have to get these cookies and like eat them and take a video and be like, oh, aren't you sad you moved to Hawaii?
I'm making a list of burgers and things I want.
Aren't you so sad you moved?
And like nostalgic stuff, chocolate
absolutely.
Strawberry Shortcake Cupcake,
Cupcakes. The list of like making Brad jealous.
That's what this video will be.
I'm sorry, but you're welcome. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
But you're welcome. So. No, and then I saw also you had branched into a little bit of cinnamon rolls and some things like that.
That was kind of random for me. That was kind of random for me. I think I started during the holidays. I wanted something, because I do a sale once a month, so we do like a holiday sale.
Yeah.
It started off with just cupcakes. I called it the Cupcake Sale, and that's why it's just still called the Cupcake Sale, even though now
sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's more than just cupcakes.
Yeah.
So it started with just cupcakes, selling them once a month, and then I started to do the cosmic brownies, and then I did the oatmeal cream pies, and then I started to dip into macarons. I have pastry experience, so that's why it's hard not to.
Right, you have.
I'm
like,
so
I know how to make other things.
Yeah, I can't just make cakes. I love cakes, and it's my #1 thing that I offer and do. But it's fun to do
something else sometimes.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know what possessed me to start cinnamon rolls, but it was one
thing.
They're
delicious.
Yeah.
Because they're delicious.
They are really, really good.
Because you get to eat them when you're like, testing out recipes. Oh, that one's not it. Gonna have to try again.
That recipe I definitely tried 6 times before finalizing it. Yeah. So different flours, different like ratios, different sizes, how you roll it. My first time making cinnamon rolls was a complete fail. I rolled it the wrong way.
Oh no!
So it was just really bad. So I cut them wrong. But after that, I definitely perfected it, and I'm super proud of my cinnamon rolls. But I started, I think, around the holidays, and now I do a pumpkin one too, just for fall. So really, really good.
So Halloween is going to be an amazing season.
Yes, September 1st.
I know, right?
And like, I'm looking for a sugar bar.
I know. I mean,
cream
really,
cheese muffins too.
Yes.
I kind of perfected those.
Like, is fall anyone like not somebody's favorite season? I mean, really,
honestly, it's kind of just like the spark of
yeah.
the holiday season, and it's just like, oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. September 1st.
The weather.
Yeah. I know, right?
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And then the best way is people just go on and message you on your
my website is the best place to go for information.
Yeah.
And then you can always DM me like easy questions. I don't always get to the DMs. Unfortunately, they get flooded sometimes.
Yeah.
and push to the bottom. But my website has all the information, how to get a quote, there's prices, there's menus, there's flavors, there's details on the cupcake sales, like when is the next one.
Perfect.
So everything, most questions can be answered.
Okay.
On my website.
Review for the cupcake sales.
Yes.
So, well, I think we're going to take a pause break and get stuff set up for some
tasting.
Yes.
Time to eat.
Our favorite time.
I know, right?
See if I
Eating
get any
stuff.
better at cutting stuff. We'll see what happens.
There's no cutting involved.
Oh my God. Okay, so we're going to zoom in so we can see all these amazing flavors. And you can tell us what we have today.
So we have, of course, our bestseller, the Strawberry Shortcake. So this cupcake is our vanilla bean cake filled with a fresh strawberry filling. And then it has our cream cheese buttercream on top with our homemade strawberry crumble around the sides. So that one is pretty popular and the most ordered cupcake that we have.
Wow.
And then we also have a new flavor today, which is our Fruity Pebbles cupcake. And that's our Fruity Pebbles cake with a Fruity Pebbles nice little fruity tasting buttercream on top with some more cereal on top, of course. And then we have our cookies and cream cupcake. That's our vanilla bean base with our cookie chunks baked inside. And then we have our Oreo cream cheese frosting on top and, of course, a little Oreo. And then this one is an underrated, delicious cupcake. That is our vanilla bean cake with mini chocolate chips baked inside, and then a cookie butter buttercream with our cookie crumble on top.
Sold.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so clearly
we're eating that.
eat all the things.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to cut some of these up and sample. Hold on.
Perfect breakfast, right?
Right, it's all the breakfast foods.
Breakfast of champions right here.
Right, perfect. So, all right.
Yes.
All right, so we're sneaking in.
Time to eat the things.
I'm probably going to be mean and make you cut the things.
Fair enough.
It's kind of lame. So I feel like we need to start with the strawberry shortcake.
Yes.
I think that's
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
So pick your favorite one.
well, I think I'm just going to go with this one.
Okay, that's closest.
It's closest. I feel like I'll do
I
less
might
damage.
scoot this
Yeah,
just a
'cause
little
these are
bit.
beautiful and we don't want to mess them
And
up.
I don't want to knock into them, so I'm going to
Yeah.
scoot this just a little bit so that we can. Can I do this on the table?
Yeah,
I don't
of
want
course.
to.
Okay. We don't want to
This
mess.
place is a mess like 24/7. So
Alright,
it's clean
so-
just for today.
They're okay. So these are like a pretty decent sized cupcake too.
Yeah.
So
I like to make them a little bit bigger.
because these are not
Nice.
like your standard little cupcakes
Yeah.
either.
I
So
have to buy the specifically taller liners,
Yes.
and even then, like the brown ones are kind of hard to find for the taller ones.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
and
I
this
like to
is
make
like
them bigger.
this is like a good like
It's a
size
hefty-
cupcake.
yeah.
And it is. It's a little bit hefty, but
Yeah.
like, but I can feel that it's like super moist right now. Like
Yes.
you want to feel the cupcake?
Super
Feel
nice.
the cupcake.
I know.
Feel
It's
it.
okay.
I have to
You tell
clear.
though when you grab one and you're
You
like,
can.
"Oh,
Yeah,
this
'cause you
is
can
It's
tell
kind
when
of
you
like
pick
a
up a
fresh
cupcake.
bread. Like, have you ever
Yeah.
just
You
like
gotta
cracked?
squeeze the bread.
Yeah.
You get one and you're like, I could use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna be very good.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'll let. So when
Yes.
you cut it, then
Okay, so-
like, if it goes well, then I will take on one. But I don't want to be
Right.
the one that ruined the.
Oh, I'm totally gonna. I mean, I'm
The
totally
person
gonna
that
smush
ruined
it,
the
but I
really
want to go
special
through
one?
the. There. Okay, so we
Oh,
get.
perfect.
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay, and then do you want me to cut this into like
We
another
may do
half?
quarters.
Okay,
because
because
we're
I was
gonna
gonna
try
say-
to like, and then we'll
Are
see.
we gonna
if
do
we
like
can
last
get
time
through.
where I've eaten like 4 cupcakes?
Yeah, and
and
then
I'm
we're all,
like,
oh gosh.
and I'm all, oh.
I know. I can't eat a lot of cupcake, but like,
I'm just gonna like lay this down.
nope, totally fine.
There's a whole one you eat. It's probably gonna have to be that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. I'm like, but the cookie butter one, man.
I know.
yeah,
Once
that
you
one's
were
so
describing
good.
it, I
Made a
was
bit of a mess,
like,
but
oh
we're
shoot.
fine.
Okay, perfect.
So
So we were
go for
talking
it.
about the perfect way to eat a cupcake.
Yeah,
but I'm
so-
just gonna start with some strawberries.
Yeah.
This looks
You
amazing.
know, I'm like, I'm gonna try and pick up this whole thing.
And
It's
it's not
fine
filling.
because
All in one
this
bite.
is, I know, right?
Right?
So
So
I've got my,
Get a little bit of everything.
yeah, it looks amazing. So
You can definitely tell, like that filling is so good.
Fresh.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I know we can't really zoom in, but I hope you can see this. That like there's like a ton of filling in there.
this is
I got
amazing.
cupcake all over my
And
face.
wonder if people order this. This is amazing.
Yeah, so this
Thank
looks
you.
so good.
Yeah, that one's
Yes,
just like the
okay.
simplest,
Going for it.
refreshing. The fruit, the vanilla. I think it's just a really
Mhm.
light cupcake, so it's just the
This is
best
like a great
choice.
summer flavor.
Yeah, I totally would just be like, sorry.
Mhm.
Be like-
And I will say all the work on your vanilla cupcake,
Mhm.
well
Worth it,
well
yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
Thank
a
you.
very
Holy crap.
delicious vanilla cupcake.
Yeah, that
Thank
just
you.
all came together like amazing.
It's just hard to get that perfect consistency.
Right.
Like I'm really picky, and I don't like to use cake flour, for example, because with cake flour there's so many different steps, and like if you
And
overmix
maybe
it, it's ruined, and
Totally
sometimes it's a little bit crumbly. Let me get you guys some paper towels.
You know, like we're
know, I was
we're
like,
gonna be a hot
I was
mess.
It's
We try.
And
but
flop this
We'll
down.
just leave this roll here with us.
yeah.
And I was like, I didn't think about making a mess.
And we thought we'd be
I did.
amazing and not messy, but in our head we're messy. So. But no,
You're
so
welcome.
you don't like
There's
cake
no better way to
flour.
get a cupcake than to get a
Yeah.
I know, right?
Nothing wrong
I
with
feel
that.
bad because I've gotten it all over your table.
No, that's
We'll
okay.
clean up. We'll clean up.
You're
I
fine.
know this one was really, really good.
Yes.
So we can definitely
Yeah,
see
we
why.
We should have ended with that one. 'Cause
I
it's
know,
so
now
good.
that I
That's okay.
Well, that's okay. We still have a
I
half.
don't know.
They're so, yeah.
I don't know because it's like I'm looking at the Oreo one and I'm like,
They're
I don't
always-
know, and
yeah.
like the cookie butter and the chocolate chip. So
The
I
cookie
don't know
butter.
if like yeah.
Where would you like to bounce to next?
Let's go with
Yeah.
the something sweet. So we
Okay.
did something nice and fresh. So let's try this
Fruity
one.
pebbles.
This one's definitely a sweet one. I mean,
Okay.
the cereal's sweet, so.
So we have to
Okay.
ask, so how many cupcakes do you eat like daily?
Too many.
Right?
Especially when I try a new flavor. I already
Oh, yeah.
took a bite of a Fruity Pebbles. It's in my fridge.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like,
That
well, I
was
have
the
to know what
first
it tastes
thing.
like.
Yeah. That was before I had my breakfast too.
Right?
But it's
So
like-
just
But it's
happens.
breakfast cupcake
It is
because
breakfast
because
cupcake.
it's cereal. So
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles breakfast.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I mean-
super valid.
That's true. It's like
Yeah, I
there's
know.
milk in the cake, so it's like
Yeah,
I'm just
this
eating
is
cereal.
breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
you
gonna
can't
continue
even feel
making
bad
it.
about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's awesome.
And
Well,
this one
I
is
mean, you
super
have to
fun.
try it for quality control.
Absolutely.
Alright, so I kind of did it, I'm terrible.
Yeah, that's okay. No, you did great. No,
I'm
look, this is like
expanding
a whole
out.
quarter of a cupcake.
I was like debating on adding a filling
Super
to this
cute.
one, so I might do that later on when I revamp it.
What are you thinking about for
But-
filling?
Maybe something marshmallowy.
That would be
with
fun.
Some cereal or some
Mhm.
berry flavor added to that.
I get like a little bit of the cereal crunch in here.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm all
So-
making sandwich here.
It's definitely a sweeter
That
one,
is
but
an
it's
ideal
a
way to
nice
make a
kid's.
Mhm.
I think it's like a kid's staple, like especially a
Oh,
childhood
yeah.
favorite. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care how sweet it is. I'm gonna devour it because it's
No, but
Fruity
it's-
Pebbles.
Pretty pebble.
It's sweet, but it's not like overly sweet.
Yeah.
No.
I think
mean-
it just balances out because
Mhm.
the cake is so big. So I try not to put a
Yeah,
mountain
the
of
Fruity Pebbles
frosting.
are so good.
I don't want to put too much frosting, but not too little. So
Mhm.
like trying to find that perfect balance because the cupcake is a little larger than normal.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I think we've.
And it's a really tough thing. Like that's a really,
Yeah.
really hard thing to get right
Mm-hmm.
because everybody's got an opinion on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone's. Yeah.
Yes.
I think also too like this one, I try to put minimal frosting
Mm-hmm.
so I can cover a lot of it, and just so you can
Mhm.
really get like everything in one bite.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think everybody has their own particular.
Ratio
I feel like the
of
more
the thing.
frosting the better because you can always take off what you don't want.
Yeah.
So
And I
Yeah,
love that
you don't have to eat it all.
Yeah, and I love that you really do taste the Fruity Pebbles. Like that
Yeah.
really does
Yeah.
have like Fruity Pebbles
Yes,
flavor.
they are
Awesome.
in there. We just ate
Yeah, they're like
some.
all throughout.
Yeah.
You can see. I don't know if you guys can see in the frosting, but there's little like flecks of them in the frosting.
Yeah,
So, you,
so
they're
it's
like
fruity
all
pebble
over.
everywhere, but like not overwhelming fruity pebble.
Yeah.
So we were like,
And it's like it's one of the sweeter flavors, but
Yeah.
it's not overly sweet. So like
That's perfect. That's awesome.
I could still see being able to eat a whole cupcake. And
Yeah.
not be
Yeah.
like, oh god, oh what did I just do? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are really good.
I feel like
fun.
yes.
nice.
Super
Okay.
fun. All right.
Let's do
We're
Oreo.
going
Okay, we'll just
Okay.
work our way
Yeah,
across
it's a
the
classic.
classic.
Yeah.
It is. It
All right,
really
I'm
is.
trading out.
Okay.
Like,
You're like, swap.
Yeah. It's got a
She's
thing
like,
on
look,
top.
I caught one.
Yeah,
Your turn.
look, I worked really hard.
Right. I guess I could do it this way so that
This
we
one
don't.
has things on top. So.
That one's just like a classic Oreo cookies
Yeah.
and cream in the
And you
vanilla
really-
batter on
You
top.
can't go wrong with Oreo.
No.
Like, man, like Oreo is like the best. It really is America's cookie.
Yeah.
There's a reason it's been around so long.
Right?
You just put it in everything.
Yeah.
Ice cream, cookies, cakes,
You know,
Some of their
cookies,
weird
like other
incarnations.
cookies.
right? Every now and then in the store, I find the mint. Well, I know you won't like this, but the
I know.
mint ones that are the dipped. Okay, I'm making
The
a mess
Oreo
here.
mint one?
Yes,
Yeah.
and they're dipped in chocolate. And we keep like anytime we find them, we put them in the freezer. But I mean, it's like really
Just
like
to get
Stealing
cold.
some
Yeah.
of it.
they're so good cold.
I'm
But
not a
it's
huge mint chocolate chip person.
oh, see, I'm
with
totally
her.
like a mint
yeah.
person. But it's really like it's like a challenge between me and my husband, like who's gonna eat them first.
yeah.
And so, and I go to open the box. There was one left the other day. I was like, seriously.
Oh no.
And they're hard to find. They're not something that you find
Yeah.
like, everywhere.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and
gosh.
I love that. Like you guys can really see like how much like there's like Oreo everywhere. Like
Yes.
Oreo in the frosting, Oreo like all throughout the cupcake, and these are super soft. So these like even before I take a bite, like I can tell this is like super moist.
Thank you. I usually, so even when people order custom cupcakes or Cupcake Sale cupcakes, I always try to bake them that morning
Nice.
or at least the evening before
Mhm.
if I don't have time to do it that morning.
Mhm.
So I always try to make sure they're super fresh. I I mean, I can freeze them. Some people bake them with like their cake batters and freeze them. So I mean, honestly, you almost can't tell the difference sometimes, but just I like to know that I didn't freeze it or keep it in the refrigerator for multiple days. But I've had a customer tell me after 3 weeks, she's like, "Oh, I'm still eating your cupcake." I was like, she's like, "And it's still moist." I'm like, "Okay."
Why did it last 3 weeks? But
as long as it's refrigerated.
First of all, how you gotta eat them faster.
Yeah, I know.
Like, oh my god,
madness.
Yeah. Like, who's making cupcakes last 3 weeks?
Right. What?
That's also
I promise we won't lick your table.
That was really good.
No, scoop it.
I know. I was like,
I'm like, hold on, I got this.
That's okay.
I was like, I'm gonna miss out on the Oreo because cookies and cream, that really is a classic. Like that. Yeah. And I like that it's not just on top. I like that it's all throughout the batter.
Yeah, I really like to
Yeah,
kind of get the flavor throughout.
Mhm.
I would say my biggest pet peeve is when I go somewhere and they say it's a cookies and cream cupcake and it's just a
really
chocolate
just-
cake with vanilla frosting with cookie crumbles on
Oh
top.
yeah, because
I'm
that's
like,
not
that's
no.
not a cookies and
Like-
cream cupcake.
Like this is a
It
chocolate
needs to
cupcake with
be
vanilla
in
frosting.
the cake.
Mhm. Like that is a decoration.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not flavor.
That's just a
Yeah.
garnish. That's not the flavor of the cake.
And I've had a lot of like where it's like a chocolate cupcake
Yeah.
with the cookies and cream frosting,
Yeah.
which is also good.
Yes.
But yeah, you really do get like the Oreo flavor like
Yeah.
all throughout the cupcake, and I love that.
That's one of my cookies and cream staples.
That
So
one's
that
great.
one, I actually do a twist and do a cookie monster.
Oh,
So
fun.
I do the Oreo cake
Yeah.
with a cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough
I
frosting.
think I saw those
That
on your
one's-
Instagram. Yeah.
And then the Oreo
Yes.
crumble around it and a
Like
chocolate
that.
chip cookie on top. So those ones are really good too.
This one's really
Like Cookie Monster. And I like that yours has stuff in the cake. It's
Yeah.
not- Like
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
I just want plain cake. But
Yeah.
I'm like trying not to
No,
knock
you're
the
totally
whole
fine.
thing
You
over.
can knock it over.
Okay, there we
It's
go.
fine. So.
I was like, I'm gonna
It's
knock this
either
other half
something
over.
in the cake or something in the filling.
Yeah.
I try not to leave like a plain cake just because I like to
Yeah.
add like
Right.
so much more like elements to it.
Right.
The fillings, the crunch, something. So, but yeah, the crumble on top is probably my favorite with this one. Just with the cookie butter. Cookie butter's underrated. If you
Oh my
haven't had
god,
a cookie butter
butter's so
cupcake,
good.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's so good. And frosting, it's just like creamy and smooth.
And this is really good frosting. Like
yeah,
the cookie butter is the perfect amount of cookie butter for
Uh-huh.
your frosting.
it kind of like
Yeah.
balances out because it's kind of
Mhm.
like a little bitter. The cookie butter alone, like nutty almost.
Yeah.
And then with like a sweet frosting, it's like
Mhm.
oh, it's so good. It's so creamy.
That is really good.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorites.
No, that's
And I like it with the hint of chocolate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the chocolate chips.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. Well, because I think that's for me when I'm eating a cupcake, then I'll eat a plain cupcake. I'll discriminate cake, but
Yeah.
I like having that there's like a flavor there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so for me, the strawberry shortcake was amazing. So
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
like all throughout, but I do
Yeah.
like that yours
Mhm.
have like a flavor throughout. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's perfect.
you.
So I'm like, yay.
I know, I'm like, I don't even know if I could pick a favorite.
Mm.
Like, I would eat them all again.
Honestly, like I can tell why the strawberry shortcake is probably
Yeah,
my best seller.
absolutely,
Like,
yeah.
that's just like perfect blend.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all really good.
I'm like
But-
striving.
I really like the cake and the stuff on the last one.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
So again, obviously, then any flavor you probably would try from her would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
I put a lot of thought into like the flavor combos. I
Absolutely.
really try to, make it different somehow. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And we will ask you again. I think we heard about sugar cookies and that you
Yes.
have your
Yeah.
own
Yeah.
like
Yes.
You can talk a little bit about that.
So I make custom sugar cookies. Not super custom, but I like to do simple designs.
Yeah.
So I have so much storage in here for cakes and my
Mhm.
all my recipe ingredients that I make for cakes that I don't really have a lot of space to have so
Yes.
many cookie cutters and to offer so many different types of logos and shapes and designs. So I typically just do very generic themes. So I had someone reach out for like a dentist office, just like a tooth. So then I could do tooth, like little
Okay.
teeth, but with smiley faces on
Yeah.
it. We've done,
Cute.
I can do logos, so I print logos on my Evo
wow.
printer.
Ah,
But
okay.
yeah, so I can print logos,
Mhm.
and I do like little paw prints or
Oh.
little simple things. I did oranges for a baby shower this past weekend, so little things
Right.
like that. They're very simple, so they're really good too. They're a little different than your standard like butter sugar cookie.
Okay.
They definitely have a little different taste to them.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Another thing on there, so always go on the website and
Mhm.
explore
Yes.
and see
Yeah,
what's out there.
absolutely. You see what she's got going on.
Yes.
We're excited for fall because there's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot of things.
Yeah, creating
and-
classes. There's gonna
Yes.
be fun flavors.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pumpkin cinnamon rolls.
Yes.
All the fall cupcakes are coming out. So
Right.
Yeah, so go in there. Is there anything else you want, like?
Other than look out for the fall
For the
holidays.
fall.
Yeah, Halloween.
I mean, she's growing, she's amazing. And obviously, I'm probably going to eat the strawberry one in a second.
Right.
But like,
So like for ordering cupcakes or
Yeah.
cookies or things, what's your minimum order for things so that when people
Okay.
want to get stuff, what do they need to do?
So normally, everything's at least by the dozen.
Okay.
Mini cupcakes are by the 2 dozen, just
Fair
because they're
enough.
really small. Yeah. So we could do the same cake base, but we can always do like different toppings.
Nice.
So a dozen per flavor for cupcakes. I have a quick order option on my website too. So for people who have need last minute cakes.
right.
So you can order today, for example, is Tuesday. You have until Wednesday to order a cake for Saturday.
Okay.
So then I can bake it and then get it ready. Yeah.
Yeah, because it is where you do need time to bake.
Yes.
So.
That's why custom orders, we need
Yes.
so much time in advance because it's so much planning and preparing
Yes.
with your
Right.
schedule for the week because you know you have probably 8 cakes or 12 cakes that
Yeah.
weekend and you just never really know. So you always have to plan ahead and then these cakes, since they're are all the same flavors, like I know what to prepare for.
Right.
So we have popular flavors like the Strawberry Shortcake, we have the Cookie Monster as a cake, my whipped Oreo cake. So the reason why those are available is because I always have those ingredients on hand.
Right.
So that's something I can easily put together and I
Okay.
don't have to have back and forth like consultation.
Yeah.
And you do delivery, but do you also have like just pickup or just meet like a coordination? Of
So we usually coordinate through the custom orders, but if you order online, there's an option for curbside where you can just call me that you're outside and I can take it out to your car.
Nice.
So yeah, it's
That's
really,
awesome.
really simple.
Yeah.
Well, I try to just tell people, just text me when you're here and then I can take it out because then you don't have to get out and turn off the car
Right.
because you want to keep the AC on.
Right.
The whole time, yeah.
Especially in Arizona.
Even like
Yeah.
5 minutes out of the car and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting deliveries is pretty exhausting because you have to go out, start the car,
Yes.
then go back, bring in things little by little, and kind of like, yes, okay, I can bring in the cupcakes, but I have to wait for the cake.
Right.
Yeah. So it's I hate summer, but that's why I can't wait for fall.
Yeah, when it cools off a little bit. If it
Yeah.
cools off in fall. I think
If it
last
does.
year we were
It didn't cool off.
we
till,
were
like,
warm
December.
through, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember being out on Halloween going, oh, this is nice. I
I
didn't
know,
need
it's
a
the
coat.
first year I'm like, I didn't need wasn't freezing.
I was like, ooh.
Every year's different. It just surprises
Yeah.
you. So.
It really is.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think a couple years before we were freezing on Halloween.
Yes, I
Like, we
usually
were
go
like
home
standing
a lot.
outside freezing, waiting for an Uber.
And this past year was beautiful, so let's
Yeah.
hope it's another one of
Right.
those.
But like not too warm.
But it doesn't mean September 1st we can't have all the pumpkin things.
Absolutely.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
September 1st I flip over and I start decorating for Halloween.
Yeah, so
We actually just started wholesale too, so
Exciting.
I'm keeping it very minimal just
Okay.
because again, like I have so much cakes and
Yeah.
like that's my main focus. But I just started doing wholesale with a local business in Phoenix called
Okay.
Miss Raíces Cafe. It's
Okay.
a Hispanic inspired like Latin
Nice.
coffee. So
Oh,
she has a
yeah.
lot of fun flavors. So we just
Oh.
started doing cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
I started making
Yes.
protein bars. I
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like dipped into something
Oh,
healthy.
wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
Okay.
Me and my husband really spent a lot of time like
Yeah.
breaking down the macros of everything.
Absolutely.
So
Okay.
trying to make
Yeah.
it decent, the calorie to protein ratio, you know.
Right.
So.
Yeah,
No,
So-
it's absolutely that's such a
Mhm.
so that's so when I'm not eating this, I actually do track all my macros. So it is really important because a lot of things there's like protein bars and it's like
Yeah.
oh there's like 8 grams of protein and like 40 grams of carbs and like
Yeah.
and I'm like what am I eating here?
Right.
Like can you
Exactly.
call it a protein bar if it's mostly something else?
Yeah,
So
honestly.
that's really important. So I get
a
that.
baked oat bar, but we're
Protein bars, and
Yes.
then the cinnamon rolls are there at the wholesale.
Yes.
So what?
Yes.
And then I think you had mentioned the muffins, or there was something else with
Yes.
it. Okay.
So we started just with our wholesale menu. We started offering our cinnamon rolls, our protein bars, our muffins. We do like a
Yes.
berry oat streusel muffin, chocolate chip, and then the classic blueberry. And then we also started doing some strawberry danishes too for her.
Ooh.
So that's not something we typically offer, but
Okay.
just for like a specialty thing.
Just
that
every
she-
once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you kind of just have to like pop in and see if you can find
Yes.
it. Yeah. Okay.
And you
There's
said-
something new every day.
You said which days again are you down there?
So we typically deliver either Tuesdays or Wednesdays
Okay.
or Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you can almost always guarantee something is
Uh-huh.
freshly delivered on a Wednesday or Saturday.
Okay. This is
So-
downtown.
Yes, this is
On Grand
downtown.
Avenue.
It's on Grand Avenue, right
Yeah.
off the freeway.
Okay.
It's called Miss Raíces Cafe.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
definitely worth looking into.
So check the
guys-
Instagram
Yeah.
and see.
You guys know where to
Yes.
go for breakfast now.
Yeah. I tag them a lot when I do fresh deliveries, so you can always find them that way
Yes.
too.
So if you follow along, you'll get to see what's coming and when.
Yeah.
Okay. So the pumpkin spice, the cinnamon rolls. So we've heard
Yes.
that you were contemplating, we heard that you're contemplating a different type of frosting.
Yeah, so I think it'd be really fun to do a maple cream cheese frosting. I'm still debating. Maybe I'll do a poll right before.
We should definitely do that.
I'll probably do a poll right before the sale just to kind of contemplate. Because we normally just do our cream cheese glaze with a sprinkle of cinnamon on top, and we do our pumpkin roll with pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
So it might be a nice little added touch.
It sounds really good.
Yeah.
So.
We're like,
If you've got an opinion, let her know.
Yes. So again, her website is the best place to find everything. You said you have like a frequently asked questions. You spend a lot of time on that website as well.
Everything should be answered.
Yeah. When I was working part-time, it took me 6 months to make that website. So I like to think I worked really hard on adding any questions you might have. There's
sort of everything.
Flavors, we have our flavors, our pricing, our dessert menu, our how to orders listed, our cupcake sale details are listed. So everything I think is listed. About me is listed.
Cupcake sales, look for that. Look for the upcoming classes. Look for all the fall flavors. Check out the wholesale stuff downtown.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely get your hands on some cupcakes, guys. They're really good.
So again, very well deserved reputation. This was amazing. Blew us away on the cupcakes. And we're just really excited to meet you and try all this stuff. So we appreciate you.
It's exciting having you guys here.
Yes, thank you for having us.
So follow Celly's on Instagram. Check out her website. Look for some exciting things coming in the fall, but also right now, because again, we're forming our list of ideas that we want to make that challenge all of those things. The Choco Taco.
Taco.
We have to make that happen.
Yes.
The double Oreo. We have a list of things we want to make our friends jealous with.
Yes.
So,
Poor bread.
And then again, if you want to watch us eat things and be weird, follow Producer Fitness, and we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram.
Yes, follow along, watch us eat the things.
Yes. So thank you again.
Yes,
All this stuff, so much information, and I'm probably actually going to finish up the strawberry one.
I think you have to. So it's actually Tracy's birthday, so she actually has to eat all of these cupcakes now.
So it's like
as her birthday initiation.
Birthday edition. I'm very excited. As probably you're going to be seeing lots of these cupcakes. So
absolutely.
Thank you again.
Thank you for having us. Bye, guys.